we've got to say and what we've got coming up this afternoon as well. Do feel free to switch over, but of course you will be able to catch us online as well, whatever your choice is. But right now, a big final ahead. Ryan Gibbons from the City of Hull, coached by his father there in the corner. And his opponent, Mathew Windle, in the blue corner.
And Mathew Windle in the blue, as well as being a boxer, he's also a poet.
Is he really?
Yep, he was the Birmingham Young Laureate a few years ago. Does his poetry in the mornings and boxing training.
Where did you get your facts from?
Twitter mainly.
The last boxer I heard to be involved in poetry, believe it or not, was Nikolai Valuev.
No, he wasn't.
I promise you, poetry and painting were his pastimes. And we're away here. Senior 8, 52 kilo category. Ryan Gibbons, City of Hull. Just all in black and a white trim on the shorts, and opponent Mathew Windle all in white with the blue shorts. Speaking to Gibbons, his father earlier on Friday, talked about the sort of split investment he had as a coach and as a father, and the nerves of course, putting his son into an event, watching him box. He said it never quite goes away, even though you're used to the sparring and you're used to seeing him take the shots. He said it just never quite leaves you, that paternal instinct. And a number of fathers who we've seen, John, are in that coaching role. Both here this afternoon in the professional game as well, and it seems that that bond between father and son can actually be a great thing for a boxer.
Yeah, it can be really successful. Almost no one will understand a boxer better than his own father. It doesn't work all the time. There have been some famous fallouts between father and son. None more famous than the tempestuous relationship between Floyd Mayweather and his father.
But and between a young lad that boxed here, Chris Eubank Jr. and his father, not necessarily fallouts, but perhaps suggestions that the conflicts between Chris Eubank Sr. and Ronnie Davis have perhaps got in the way, and specifically in the bout against Billy Joe Saunders a while ago. Some people think that the outcome could have been a little bit different had Eubank Sr. not been the one delivering the instructions. So I suppose it goes here and there, but we did meet a man who had a very, very successful father and coach relationship, and that was Joe Kawasaki on Friday. And well, what a terrific story that is as well.
Absolutely, and there's so many that you can think of. Just this weekend, Sean Porter was trained by his father, and then Danny Garcia has probably the most outspoken father in boxing.
Absolutely,
Angel Garcia, but it works really well for him because it sort of takes the pressure off Danny.
And in the case of Amir Khan, it actually got under his skin and ended up with Khan trying to finish things a little bit too early, being a little bit too gung-ho. And you just wonder if that was a result of his dad just getting under his skin a little bit, biting during the weigh-ins, the press conferences, and just riled Khan a little bit and ended up losing that in emphatic fashion. So I suppose it goes both ways. We just see there the chat there between Ryan Gibbons and his father. It's nice, calm advice, whatever it is. We haven't got audio in the corners, but he looks nice and controlled. Of course, a southpaw, the right hand leading forwards. Opponent Mathew Windle boxing out of the orthodox stance with the left hand leading forwards. Some sharp combinations from Gibbons. He's caught with the right hand there. Because the right hand is the shot traditionally that works well against the southpaw. Speaking to his father on Friday, John, he said just what a huge inspiration the Olympic bantamweight champion Luke Campbell has been, of course, from the City of Hull. Got that big match with Tommy Coyle lined up for the summer, and again that Olympic effect of a hero coming out of a town and making these young men and women believe that they could be the next ones in 4 or even 8 years' time.
Yeah, it's really helped boost boxing in Hull. You've seen young kids flooding the amateur boxing clubs in Hull. And there'll be a huge event coming up on the 1st of August, Craven Park, which is just crazy to think that Luke Campbell, Tommy Coyle, not even for the British title, is going to was going to draw potentially 20,000 people to an outdoor event in Hull. Though in Birmingham, boxing's coming back. There's some top Birmingham fighters, not just Frankie Gavin, but Cal Yafai on his way up, Gamal Yafai. There was a big pro show in Birmingham a few weeks ago. There'll hopefully be another later on in the year.
Of course, Cal Yafai missed out on his Olympic place in 2012 to Andrew Selby, I think, in that British best of 3 box off 2011, and turned pro. He's had some success as a professional since then. 2 cities north of London, and at the moment a really enthralling contest. Gibbons just moving around to his left hand side. Traditionally the best way to move against an orthodox boxer, because you are walking into the path of that right hand, but the end of the second round goes. Generally, what are your thoughts on this one so far?
Very impressed by both, really. Neither of them are getting caught up in clinches. There's both are sort of working well with their opponent's style. Gibbons' southpaw stance hasn't really bothered Windle. Quite like the way Windle's been coming forward, but fast shots from his opponent in the red corner have been catching him. I just wonder if we're going to be seeing Windle turning professional later on after this. Often the Box Cup, it's an opportunity for boxers to get themselves noticed, get their name out there, especially as it's sort of the final big event of the domestic season. We saw Chris Eubank Jr., speaking of Eubanks earlier, Chris Eubank Jr. had his final amateur contest here and then turned pro after that.
Of course, the Olympic route is not for everybody, and it's not an option that just becomes available for everybody. And I suppose once you feel that cycle has maybe passed you by, you've got to wait another 4 years, and in those 4 years you can get some very, very good experience as a professional and take your time, work your way up, and almost come in after those 4 years as the same level. He might come off the back of an Olympic win. But anyway, here the action really getting spicy to Gibbons and Windle. Windle now trying to press the action. Gibbons just looking nice and composed on the back foot, trying to keep the distance between him and his opposite man. Oh, lovely combination from Gibbons. Just moves off to his right hand side. Windle still pressuring, trying to dig into the body. Gibbons looks well conditioned, and someone who's taking some heavy fire. A measure of composure about him. Took a right hand there, but certainly professional boxing display from the city of Hull man so far. The judges will favour in this situation, John. Pressure or clean shots picked and composure that Gibbons is showing at the moment.
Could well be the clean shots that the judges are looking for. Gibbons has been landing some real quality left hands. He's drilled it down the middle a couple of times. But Windle's bobbing his head, just sort of taking maybe the sting out of the punches, but they've still been catching him. And every now and again, Gibbons just catches him flush and stops him slightly in his tracks.
And we'll be going live on London Live in just about a minute's time. Thanks, Charlie. Good afternoon, everyone. You join us here ringside at Ring A, one of 4 simultaneous rings in action this afternoon. As Charlie mentioned, you'll be able to catch much of the action right here on London Live. And all that you can't, you can head over to the website, londonlive.co.uk. You can have a look at the split screen there. Ryan Gibbons and Mathew Windle, top left, have just come to the end of the Senior A 52 kilo bout. Top right, Louis Light And Armin Luckies from Grimstad in Norway there, midway through, right at the end of their 91 kilo heavyweight bout. There's another one, bottom right, just about to start there as well. John Denham from Boxing News alongside me. John, what a great 3 days of competition we've had here.
We've really seen some quality boxing across all the divisions, from the elite class to the youths coming through. And even this last bout we just had here between Windle from Birmingham and Ryan Gibbons from Hull. Real quality stuff. Neither spoiling the other's work, both landing flush shots from time to time, and just waiting for the decision now.
Well, we're taking a little while to get to the decision, so you'll have to come back to us for that. As we said, we can catch it all on londonlive.co.uk up until the first bout goes live around about 1:20. Back to you, Charlie. Your patience there if you are watching online. Absolutely lovely to see. Emphatic victory for Ryan Gibbons, and his dad's so proud, and what a nice man he is as well. Speaking to him on Friday, just great to see how proud he is of his son, and you say the fruits of a great father-son relationship, lots of hard work, and really nice to see that, John.
Absolutely, on Father's Day as well.
Absolutely, what a present for him. So many congratulations to Ryan Gibbons, decision winner of the Senior A 52 kilo class, and he'll go home back to Hull, happy lad this season.